Good morning, afternoon or evening, ladies and gents, YouTubers, crafters, everyone out there. So I've just got a video coming to you with what has she got in front of her? Wallpaper. As many of you know, I did make a lot of products out of wallpaper, and I was missing in action for a long while. Health, mentally, emotionally and physically took its toll on me. So I'm now back with a vengeance. And mojo, confidence, self-esteem, everything is now coming back. So what I've got to display with you is to help all the newbies out there and the ones that want to give crafting a go, have no funds, have limited knowledge, and are very much in the same pool as what I was, you know, going it alone. So this is all for you, okay? Now, wallpaper. I'm just going to go through and show you several bits and pieces of wallpaper in the books. This is actually the paper displaying, you know, colours. So it's actually a paper, not wallpaper. Same here. And here we go. So I might have to do this video in several parts because there's a lot of heads up that I want to give you, a lot of tips and tricks. And, you know, you can fussy cut them out, little crowns, so forth. Down, and I'll tell you what I'm making. I'm making a girl and a boy onesie mini. Isn't it beautiful, that colour? Pink. You know, so, you know, you've got various, different sorts of papers embossed, all with different texture, and that's quite pretty. Yeah, quite pretty. So there's several, you know, bits and pieces there. So this is what I've been using, you know, to make. Okay, that's actually cardstock. So there's bits and pieces of cardstock in it, so I'll just remove that. I'm just trying to find matching papers. You know, and this was in the wallpaper book. So, you know, cut it out and, you know, use it as a border or a belly band. Learning all these new words. And, you know, these, here we go, see? I've got it all upside down. You know, these are all wallpaper. You know, fussy cut them out, use it on a, you know, like a mini journal, baby journal, covers and so forth. So that's what I've been using. And, you know, as you can see, how gorgeous is that? You know, I've been making that into a mini album. And I have made several mini albums out of wallpaper. So there you go, there's a few different colours. You can see I've been using them. So let's get on to just a moment and I'll move all this aside. That's the side, the floor. I've got a small dining room table at the moment. Okay. So this tray, so these are the bits and pieces I've cut out of the wallpaper. Sorry about that. Okay. I might use that one, it's all bent. So they can be original because, you know, they're not common like all the baby packs. I'd love to get the really precious baby packs. But, you know, these are children's ones and, you know, they're little monkeys, little growth chart, you know, and that'd be gorgeous, you know, B's and 1s and 8s, and, you know, little words. Okay. These are just some, you know, I've got all the nice little the cute little baby pictures in another container. So, okay, so that's that for now. Okay, now where would I go to next? I'll put that up there, I'll need it later. Yeah. So what I've been doing, you see a little heart there, is, okay, I did have a picture of a onesie, it's my own template. Now there is heaps and heaps and heaps online. You can download from Pinterest, free templates, or you can draw your own. So I just did mine on a bit of paper, It was somewhere here. Anyway. Oh, here we go. So I just drew it out and then cut it in half and then made sure it was... So that's the template that I'm using. And I will be making the larger ones at some stage when I'm more confident. There we go. Excuse my messy. Okay. So once you've cut that out, and you know the wallpapers you can get from your paint stores. Sometimes they're about $10. Sometimes they can give them to you for nothing. You know, but they're obsolete. So it just varies. So you know, ring around and then hunt around. You know, I let my fingers do the walking. I ran quite a few up and yeah, they said they did have them and they were available and come on down. So I did. And I've got about 40 wallpaper books now. So, and you know, you can go to town on them. I've made several things. As you know, I've sort of call myself the wallpaper guru. You make paper shoes, fascinators, you name it, I've made it. So there's the on there, and as you can see, you know, it's a beautiful pattern. Okay, so that's the material. No, not material. That's the wallpaper there. Okay, here we go. You can see how it's embossed at the top there. Quite pretty with flower. The pattern there. So, and you just be, you know, mindful of where you're actually centering it and everything else like that. And keep your scraps, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so, and then I just did and that's sort of like, you can't see it on camera, but it's all like smutchy pink. And that's another one, and it's got a texture to it, and that's quite cute. Shepherd there. And that's top and bottom, so I did a top and bottom. And there's that butterfly one, and that's embossed. And I was so excited, I decided to do a boy one, or was it the other way around? Did the boy one first and so excited to do the girl. I think I was doing the boy one first. Okay, it's too early in the morning, I think it's about 5:15. Yeah. I went to bed early last night and had a wonderful sleep, so I'll wake up early. So as you can see, you know, the wallpapers, you just be mindful of how big the prints are. Now that's a bit of an elephant, but that's going to actually have a bit of a pocket there, you know, or I can actually do a separate like diaper shape bit of paper, coordinating paper. So yeah, so that's basically it. So I'll show you, I'll be showing you on this one. No, I'll be showing you on the girl one. Okay. Not that one, not that one. Okay. This one and that one. Now I just used a lightweight chipboard, and you know, once the papers get on, they're sturdy, and they are really... Now if you're using cereal boxes, I would recommend like a pizza box thickness. I've used 2 cereal box bits of cardboard, and even with the papers on it, it just seemed to be a bit more flimsy. It was thick, but flimsy. So, okay. So, with this particular one, and I don't know, that's my stomach gurgle. Okay, here we go. Now, that's what I said with the leftovers. Cut that out. Now, you don't have to do this, but I did, and just with some paint, pink paint. To make a pocket, you can make the sort of... A lot of people are actually just using the buttons for like the button snaps. Like that. But I want it to be a little bit different. I think there is a few people who have made the onesies. I just see something and think, oh, I like that, and then, you know, I go trying to figure out how to make it. So I make my own patterns, and so, you know, just to get a bit of I don't know what, you can even put the buttons on there if you wanted to. So that's why you keep all your little scraps. Now they will all be edged, you know, with a distress ink or with a gesso. So that's that one. And this one. Now, because of the paper was very thin, I couldn't get the full length, so I turned it on the side on and made the two. And that one, I think I only had a little bit of that left. No, I'm not quite sure. I think I decided after that, seeing that side, I thought, oh, okay, I'll do it on that side, but ultimately. Now, all your... I've had this in my stash forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay. So embellishing it, you know, you can cut out pictures off the internet, download from Pinterest, you know, pictures of elephants, everything else like the boy, because it's a bit awkward, you know, like the boy, I don't know. See, with a girl you can, you know, get a flower and so forth. Boys, you tend to sort of stick with animals and zoos and trucks, and I've got enough of that from wallpaper books. So you can actually, you know, like, I think a centimetre would be the thickest I'd actually go, because this measures, it measures itself. I'm not sure. I could have went like that. Okay. 7 1/4 at the highest point by just under 4 1/2. Well, that's inches. Okay, do we go centimetres? Okay, we'll go centimetres. Okay. At the highest point. So 18 centimetres is the highest point, and the widest point is 11 1/2. So now there is plenty of patterns online, but if you want this particular pattern, I can create a PDF file or an SVG file. If you've got a scan and cut, which I do, and I've hardly used it actually. I've got to send it away to get prepared. So, but anyway, you find laces and things like that, so you know you can just sort of like that. You know, or you can around the collar, pink and green, so you can just, you know, do various different you can bling it up. Bling your baby mini up. So just anything delicate, you know, like the whites, you can actually use your glimmer, mist, spray, thingamajigs, whatever. You know, this has got green and yellow and blue in it, and I thought it's perfect for that. So we find the section where it's got the green and yellow, not so much pink. So, yeah. Okay, so that's basically that. Okay, you go in there. Now these are just some things you can get reasonably inexpensive on eBay. Tiny little appliques, little bows, little flowers, butterflies, the various different things. We've got those different colours, it's quite cute. So yeah, you can use them, and then you have sort of like an arrange of flowers, stickers, baby stickers. So you just pull everything out that you may have in your stash, or make your own flowers. There's another little nose here, so it might sit somewhere along there. And you know, it's quite easy to make something out of nothing, you know, as a frugal crafter. Sorry to take your name, but yeah, I'm very frugal because I'm on a disability pension, so I make do with what I have, and I will continue to do so. You know, it's just making something out of nothing. So these are actually manila folders, file folders, and these are going to be, okay, here we go, where we go? Here, we'll do that. So you basically try and pick your front page, what you want for your baby onesie mini. So that's what it looks like. So you'll get photo mats, you know, round the corners or punch the corners out, whatever you want to do. And I'll come back to this particular die in a minute. So yeah, so you find your front page cover, which I'm going to be using that because I think that is quite nice, and dress it right up. And then all the rest is just actually photo mats and journaling, so you can make a very decorative front cover. Now, going back to the dies, actually I'll show you what else I make. When you're actually also cutting out your template, or you're cutting out your onesie pattern, keep all the scraps. I keep all my scraps because you can actually paint them or put paper and actually use them for word sentiments. So we put a bit of paper on there. And, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so I use glue stick for a lot of stuff as well as hot glue gun, but you know, this is just quick and easy. Quick and easy. I mean, this is only just demonstration purposes. I mean, I'd normally just dress the edges, but you can do that after too, so there's no rhyme or reason in anything, really. Okay, now that's laminated. I have a laminator, and just says the word remember. So you just stick that on there, and there you go. You've got your little embellishment. You can make little flags at the side. So yeah, so you can make your own chipboard embellishments. And you know, there's lots of things on Pinterest you can actually print out. You know, animal pictures or your baby albums, or even making your baby cards. So there you go, you just got a quick embellishment. It's not wide enough for the letter B, but you get the idea, you get the gist of it. So yeah, you know, and once you've embellished all your thing with flowers and so forth, you know, you can sort of tuck it in somewhere. Yeah, you get it. You're telling me, no, I'm telling you. Okay, now, what else can you make with wallpaper? Lots of things, lots of things, lots of things. Fascinators, baby shoes for baby showers. I've made heaps of women's slippers for, you know, like gifts and things like that. Now, that was one of my first creations. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. So, yeah. And I cut the timber dress form down. I've got a skull, so I do my own timber dress forms. So I just made some beading, little dangles, you know, laces, cameos, ring mesh. It's been around moustache forever. So just glued some stuff on the feet. Made a little pair of shoes to match. Now, it was on a stand, but it's been in and out of the box that many times, so it's only a demo one. But yeah, how cute. And that's wallpaper. So, okay, now to the heads up, the tips and tricks of the dies. Now, did have my dye. Either my eyes can't see or I'll put it back in the folder. We'll see. Okay. Now, as you know, I'm pretty frugal, and it's right there. That's the actual dye I use to make the photo mats. Okay. Now you can use paint swatches and glue two together and run it through your die cutters or your whatever cutting machine you've got. And you know, these are good dyes, so I'm getting tongue-tied. Right, okay, heads up to the dyes. With the manila folders, you can get a variety of different colours, and that's what I've just been using. You know, if you don't have a cardboard, you know, pad, cardboard paper pad. So, that's it. And once they've got paper on both sides, you know, it makes them a bit more sturdy, and they're pretty sturdy as it is, you know. Because the manila folders and file folders are quite thick, and if they're thin, you know, like that, you can glue two together, or you know, put a bit of cardboard on top, you know, for journaling. And all I did with the journaling, if you don't have a stamp, is you just get a ruler. Now I've had a steel one, which is not like with me at the moment, but all I did was I just got some distress ink, or you know, your cheap $1, $2 store, and just, you know, make your journaling lines. Yeah, just journaling lines. So that's how easy it is without the stamp. You know, and you can put little letters, notes down there if you want. Well, so it's a bit sore, you'll have to excuse me a bit croaky. Yeah, so that was just out of a file folder. So I'll make that into a little folio opening. I'll put some paper on it. And that can be, you know, like into the tuck spot again. You know, so the tuck spot was on there. And, you know, you can fill it up, print it out, anything off the internet with, like, the date to the baby was born, its weight, its first tooth lost. You know, you can do anything. You can make your own up. You can sort of put, like, arrived home, you know, had its first tooth, lost its first tooth, or whatever. Wouldn't lose its first tooth, no. Ah, brain snap. It's not my morning this morning, it's so early. Okay. So, yeah. So basically, I've got down. Okay, the dyes. This is where I'm giving you the heads up, girls. All the newbies out there, you know, if you've got any questions, like even something as simple as a bone folder. Now, I've watched many women on YouTube, and, you know, I'm thinking, where do they get this stuff? And you sort of learn as you go along, but if you're sort of restricted with funds, you're limited in what you can do with your crafting. So, and unless you've got a bit of know-how from other crafters,